From the News Channel 5 Network, this is SportsLine.
Hey there, SportsLine on your television. Steve Lehman here with you. Glad you are here with us on News Channel 5 Plus. The NCAA tournament tipping off in Dayton. Vanderbilt first 4 game against Wichita State. We'll have more coming up on that, obviously, as we get over to the news at 10 o'clock tonight. But tonight here on this program, we're going to talk about Titans free agency. Of course, it kicked off a week ago. John Robinson, first year general manager, already making some moves, made a splash right at the start in making a trade for Eagles running back DeMarco Murray. He brings him in after a really frustrating season in Philadelphia last year. But remember, 2 years ago, he was the leading rusher in the National Football League with 1,800 yards and change on the ground. For a sick Titans running game, that could be just the medicine that the doctor ordered. So he gets a big deal there right as free agency begins. Then he also signs Rashard Matthews, who had a career year last year in Miami. He's going to be in his 5th year, certainly can come in and provide some competition, and another guy who can catch passes for Marcus Mariota, gives him another weapon. And maybe the most important thing when you have a franchise quarterback is protecting the franchise quarterback. And the Titans went out and got former Texans center Ben Jones, a guy that is a little bit quirky at times, sure, but he's a guy that knows what he's doing and he can play multiple places up front. The Titans mainly think of him as a center, but he can also play the guard positions as well. So you get a guy like Bryce McCain a couple weeks ago. You re-sign a guy like Al Woods in free agency, Craig Stevens. But the big names last week, DeMarco Murray in a trade, Rashard Matthews, free agency from Miami, and Ben Jones, free agency from Houston. The Titans really starting to put together some pieces that will help them in free agency and start to build around Marcus Mariota. Over the course of this program, we'll hear from all 3 of those key cogs that were the offensive free agency signings. And we'll begin now with DeMarco Murray, traded by the Eagles, and now the new Titans running back.
How we doing, guys? Thank everybody for coming out. Big day for Tennessee Titan football. Big day for the city of Nashville. We started these discussions a couple weeks ago. Usually these type of deals start in Indy at the Combine. Started having some preliminary discussions about acquiring DeMarco, and talks kind of accelerated over the last couple weeks. And we've been talking about team first, tough, dependable, coachable type players, and we've added one here over the last 24 hours that embodies all of the characteristics that we're looking for in a Titan. Couldn't be more excited for what DeMarco is going to bring to this football team on the field and as a man off the field, and we're looking for great things. We talked about a new day in Tennessee Titan football back 2 months ago when we took over here. And today is just a start of the change that's coming here for this football team. Coach Malarkey is going to say a few words, and then to DeMarco.
Just want to say thank you to John too, because I know all the time and effort that was put into this this deal, and thrilled obviously to have DeMarco here in this offense, in this style of offense. He fits it exactly what we're looking for, in both the run and the pass game, and not just that, but just the character that and the leadership that he's going to bring to this locker room is not measurable. But very happy that we're starting off this off season, and this being really one of the first things John and I have been able to do together and work through and have the result of DeMarco Murray being here. And I'll leave it at that and let DeMarco have the floor.
Yeah, just first off, I'd like to thank the Adams family, obviously John and Coach Malarkey, for giving this exciting opportunity to join a prestige organization, and It goes without saying, I know there's a lot of hard work to do, and I look forward to, competing every day, alongside my teammates and, bring a lot of joy and promise and, just, from the fan standpoint and anyone's standpoint who has something to do with this organization, to be proud of us and be proud to be, part of this organization. And I'm ecstatic. My wife is very ecstatic, and I can't wait to get to work, and I can't wait to, like I said, compete and, just get around the guys and have fun. And I'm just looking forward to this year.
DeMarco, why was this a team you targeted to try to join?
When the appropriate time is right, Bill was able to, talk to John, and I felt that this was a great opportunity for myself, and just what they touched on with obviously Marcus being a great young quarterback, and you got Delaney, and you got a lot of good players on this team, and I felt that this was a great opportunity for me to help this team out and come here and compete, every single day. And at the end of the day, just spending a day here, I think the most intriguing thing for me was just good people, and it's all ball, and, that's what you look forward to. You want to be around great people, and, you want to be around people who love the game as much as you do.
Was last year really about the way you were used, and how confident are you that when you hit the field here, you're going to be the back from 2 years ago in Dallas?
I'm very confident. Obviously, I have a strong work ethic, and I'm very, very, ecstatic. I wish we could start tomorrow. And Philly was a great place, and I have nothing but respect for those guys. And I learned a lot, met a lot of great people there, and I'll still talk to them until this day. And but like I said, I'm excited about a new fresh start and ready to get things going.
What do you think it was, DeMarco? That was, obviously kind of a change from 2014 to 2015. What changed last year, and what do you think you can do to change it back this season again?
I think just come here every day and compete. Obviously you have to have a positive attitude about everything, and I don't like to kind of dwell on last year or 2 years ago, and 2014 was 2014, and last year was last year. I'm definitely looking forward to this year starting a new tradition with this team and with this organization.
You talked about yesterday running plays that excite and intrigue you. What are those type of plays?
We were just talking a little bit, Coach Malarkey and I, and just seeing what he's done, with obviously Turner and Jerome, and we're talking a little bit of football, a little bit, just having some similarities in Dallas and the run scheme, and a couple plays and whatnot. But I think this offense is definitely fit for myself, and I'm going to do everything that I can, to try to improve every day and help out this team offensively and just as a team in general.
Mike, how much is this about using him the right way and modeling some things off of 2014 as compared to 2015 for him?
Well, we said, we talked about it. I've been in that offense. Actually, I ran that offense in Miami, the one that they're running down there with Scott Linehan's offense. And so I know the similarities of it. I know the verbiage. I know everything. There are some things actually from that offense that I took that I thought were actually better than what I was already doing, and brought them up. I thought it made our offense more efficient, more user-friendly. So he's going to have a little bit of a head start in some of it because I carried over some of the same terminology. But I've obviously followed his career as well. I know the run scheme he's been involved with, and we're very similar, more to Dallas than to Philly, and will fit exactly what we're doing.
John, in talking about wanting to fix the run game and the offensive line, how much of a better sales pitch is it when you can tell prospective offensive linemen that you're going to be blocking for DeMarco Murray?
Yeah, sure. I mean, his run style fits like Mike said. It's offensive linemen like to block for a guy like DeMarco Murray, a guy that's going to make a guy miss. They block up their guys. He's got a nice style of we talked a little bit about it yesterday with him. Patience, yet ability to press the hole and being instinctive in traffic and to make a linebacker miss and make a safety miss. But, when it comes down to brass tacks, he's going to lower his shoulder and try to run over a guy. Offensive linemen like blocking for a back that has that type of mentality. It's a similar mentality that they have on a snap-after-snap basis of trying to take somebody off the ball.
How much did Marcus' presence help Marcus take pressure off of him and make him better moving forward?
I mean, obviously, you got to be concerned of the threat of the run. Obviously, there's going to be more people up there to try to stop it. And when you do that, coverages are more favorable for Marcus to get exposed. And, I think even his ability out of the backfield to catch the ball, some of that it'll be a threat. I mean, it's just, it's his ability is just multi-purpose of what he can do. Again, it's been proven over the last 5 years of his career, that Marcus will, be better because of it.
DeMarco, you've been described as a workhorse back. Do you like that description? And if so, what do you like about it?
Yeah, I like it. Like I said, I think every player wants to touch the ball, and I think the more times you touch it, the better off, you become. And for me, that's kind of how I've been, throughout my career. And, I'm not someone to come here that, hey, I need 20 carries, I need 30 carries and make some positive things happen. Whatever they, tell me to do, that's what I'm going to do. And whether it's 10 carries or 30 carries, I'm going to do it at the best of my ability and, whatever it takes to help this team out.
You mentioned knowing there was Philadelphia last year. How fresh do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, I said that, and I think it was kind of taken out of context a little bit over the last day, but I wasn't saying that because I literally took the year off, but just, because I didn't get as much work. I didn't get as much work as I would have hoped to, so, I mean, I feel fresh and I feel good, but not because of my choice.
You mentioned there's a lot of work to be done here, and knowing that, I mean, this team's had some rough seasons over the last 4 or 5 years. How confident are you that this team is ready to go, ready to win right now?
I'm very confident, and like I said, it's going to be a challenge. Nothing's going to be easy, and I think that's why you have to put the work in daily. From across the board. From the players, the trainers, everyone in this whole organization. And I'm just a small piece of the puzzle, and I know they're doing a great job at filling needs that the team need. And like I said, I'm just ready to do my job and work hard and try to compete at a very, very high level and bring a lot of intensity to this team. And, obviously there's a lot of great guys already on the team, and I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic to, get in front of those guys and work out with them and go to work.
Besides Marcus,
what's your impression of Mariota?
Excuse me?
What's your impression of Mariota?
Oh, he's obviously, I've seen him, and I haven't known him, but I've watched him since he was at Oregon, and he's a very, very great player. He's fast, he's very instinctive, and, he can throw it, obviously. I mean, but just watching him and over these last couple of days and, pulling out some highlights of him, he's a smart player, and he's extremely fast, so that's something that caught my eye, very quickly.
John, when you look at the magnitude of this move, did you ever dream in your first couple of months of the job you bringing Offensive Player of the Year to this team?
Yeah, that was the plan all along. No, I mean, I would say once the opportunity presented itself, and his style really fit our philosophy of what we're where we're going to be offensively, and then really I keep coming back to what he embodies as a person and as a football player, of a tough team first guy. In the end, we thought it was a perfect match for us. He did a ton of research on us too. I mean, that's a tribute to him and Bill Johnson, his representation. I mean, he went back and did his research on the running backs that played under Mike and played under Sly Kroom, and he was convinced, and we were convinced that this was going to be a pretty dang good thing.
John, observers say Mike's got a deal, is swapping fourth-round picks. How do you view his deal?
In the end, we thought it was a deal that was fair to us, and it was a move that we thought bolstered our roster, and we were able to add a premium player that we think is going to have an impact on the field and in the community.
Mike, you talked about the Dallas offense and running it in Miami. You expect Marcus to be under center more as DeMarco's fared better as kind of an eye back as opposed to out of shotgun?
I'd say probably, I mean, obviously he's going to be more than he was last year. Again, like I told you, it's a very balanced offense. Marcus will be under center more than he will be in the gun. And when you look at the breakdown, at least of the offenses that we've run over the last 15 years, yeah, I would say that for sure.